This is the xPeRieNce, and I am live because I have just that. Of course, there's like lots of news, and in fact, let me pop on Discord real quick too. But there's a reason that you guys are seeing Destiny's face right there, and I've always thought that he was garbage. And don't get me wrong, I'm a free speech guy. But Destiny is like, if you looked up in the dictionary and you looked up garbage, somewhere along the description you'd find Destiny's name in it. And I mean, a lot of people have that opinion about Destiny too. The dude is a contrarian, the same way Osmond Gold is a contrarian. The only difference is that Destiny believes that he has a bigger dick than Osmond. That would be like, I could see like Osmond and Destiny like side by side, and Destiny would be like, yeah, I got the bigger dick, and then Osmond would be like, oh well, I guess he's right. It's okay that she says that. If I was in his shoes, I would too. If I had a bigger dick than Destiny, I would too. And I think anyone would want to do that. If you could just magically increase your dick size, I'd be fine with that. Why not? Why shouldn't you abuse life? That kind of bullshit. And then you got the stupid Destiny bullshit, where he's like a fucking Rottweiler, you know what I mean? And he's just slobbering everywhere. At the end of the day, it's all about, I'm right. Oh, that's your viewpoint? Oh my god. I'm going to say the opposite, and I'm going to do it better than you're arguing your side. I don't even agree with it, but I'm going to argue it because that's the way it goes. It's like that kind of bullshit. And both of them make me sick, and I'm so glad they're side by side, because in this one, Osmond is fucking simping for another content creator, and it's fucking hilarious. So, excuse me. Last time around he was simping. So he simped for JJ Jax. He's got a hard on for JJ Jax or Jax Films. He got a big fucking hard on because he defended that motherfucker. Who else did he defend? There was someone else. He hasn't defended Boogie. So again, he defended Destiny. That onion kid, that fucking onion kid, who put all his eggs in one basket. The guy who was trying to defame Sniper Wolf, Osmond fucking defended him, took his fucking word. Fucking Osmond, man, he likes being right, but the difference is he likes being right like in the moment. You know what I mean? Like when there's information that's fucking missed, he's already fucking jumped the fence, dude. It's like, why do you fucking jump the fence, Osmond? Should he be jumping the fence? The dude doesn't fucking exercise, right? He stays in his fucking room. But, yeah. So, that's what gets me. That's what grinds my gears about these two guys, these goofs. Contrarians. They will argue if they don't believe in it. They will argue something they don't believe just to be right. Just to be counterpoint to someone. Just to look better, to come across. These are people that are specialized at manipulating people, and they're especially specialized at manipulating people online and social networks. You know what to say? Both of them are manipulators. Both of them, 100%. These are two toxic individuals. Have no doubt. Not to get too personal, but this is why no one would want to be in a relationship with them. God knows how they are. Obviously, we know that Destiny is narcissistic, and you can't throw that word around. There's not that many narcissists in the world, so for him to be one, you, sir, are in a minority of jackasses. And I don't like React content. I really don't. Excuse me. But this motherfucker.
Destiny actually he got banned on Kick, and he also got his ad revenue paused on X. Now, I don't really see, if you're pausing a person's ad revenue, I don't really think that's, as big of a deal.
It's okay in his book for someone to be doxxed. Okay. It's okay in his book for someone to be doxxed. God forbid, though, you say no big deal about a firefighter that gets shot in the head during a Trump rally, that Trump himself, you check out any analytical video of like the shot and the aim, literally, if it wasn't for the fucking chart he was looking at to his fucking right, if he hadn't turned just the right moment, it was going to go through his fucking head. God forbid you talk about a firefighter that died, and Destiny did, and he got banned. That's another thing altogether. But this is a past. But Destiny is, this is behavioral. This guy don't give a fuck about anyone. Same thing as Osmond. Osmond don't give a fuck about anyone.
If obvious that that's not as big of a deal. Now, Kick banning Destiny. Is this against the rules on Kick? I really don't. I don't even know.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude. The firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever.
This guy's delusional. Not only is delusional, he's a narcissistic prick. This guy panders to an audience that is insane.
If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter.
Now, I want to know context surrounding it because this is just a clip. Obviously, Osmond don't give a shit because he's like also like just clipping it. You said it sucks Destiny's banned until the end of the month. I mean, what the fuck? Now, I think Destiny, I was just arguing against Destiny. Destiny, I think he's a really bad person. I really do. I think he's a really bad person.
I am 100%.
So apparently Kick.
I am 100%. Like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
So apparently,
again,
in case you're confused.
And again, now this is just a clip, but still, nonetheless, and there's stuff surrounding it. He's probably talking with people in his audience, but this is how Destiny feels. He doesn't care about anyone.
You don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
So apparently,
at least he's honest, but still, but he got banned for that. So this is the only way. This is the only way that I'm agreeing with Osmond here. The only way I'm agreeing with Osmond is when he goes on to talk about, like, he disagrees with what Destiny said, but he doesn't think he should have been banned. Excuse me. That part, if I separate everything else, I could let that slide. I could let that slide. But I'm telling you one thing, that Destiny is a scumbag. He is a scumbag. And he doesn't care about anyone else. He only cares about himself. That's what you get. And apparently Osmond's a simp for him. I don't know. Osmond's defending Destiny because he probably knows he's the next one to get. I mean, Osmond's got to be shitting bricks right now. Because, you know, if Destiny gets banned, how long before Osmond gets banned? This is a guy that promotes manipulating every system there is known to man. This is a guy that promotes viewbotting. He says he would do it if he first started out. That was what, one of his videos a couple weeks ago? And he said literally he would be fucking viewbotting. I mean, the dude is logical, but he's like not living in this world in terms of morals. Destiny and Osmond don't have any morals at all. Can I tolerate them though as people? Can I tolerate them knowing that they're full of shit, but they're good at manipulating people? They give advice on manipulating people. Everything except detail. I said Osmond, like with the viewbot shit, like everything but detail. God forbid he like instructs people, which he obviously he wouldn't because that would really fuck him. But just going to a step saying that he, as an example, using himself as an example, he would. He does shit like that all the time. Whether he talks about his past guilds, crimes that he's done in terms of what he's done to player. No, not necessarily crimes, but what would he do? What was the word? He would like almost. Would it count as extorting? Like what like the shit that he would do with like a guild, like you would have to pay to get promoted, shit like that, and that he would openly want people to like outbid people, like if you like donate money or whatever, gold or whatever it is in the game, that you could actually like get people kicked out. That's an Osmond thing right there. And Destiny is like, he's like, where they're both contrarian, where they're both trying to be right, and they're both talking about shit that they don't care about, but they know that there's an audience that they're talking to. Like like fucking Osmond, he would fucking argue a fucking trash bag and a fucking garbage can. He would fucking argue that shit for the. I mean, if someone cared about fucking garbage bags, he would fucking argue that shit.
Kick has rules, and it's 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it ended. I saw his post. It was like the 31st that it's over. So it's not like he's permabanned. It's just that he's suspended on Kick. Let me see. Did somebody actually make a post about him being?
That stuff. That's the only area that I'm gonna have. I do have some common ground in terms of that stuff because I believe in freedom of speech. But if someone's a piece of shit, let it be known. And Destiny is clearly a piece of shit. Now, I understand his dark humor. This is what the mistake that he made. He made a mistake. But maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know the full context. I know that Destiny's a piece of shit from what I've seen. From his relationships. The relationship he has with his audience. The way he talks. I've seen his debates. I've seen his discussions. I've seen how he engages conversation with people. The guy's garbage. He is garbage. But just because someone is garbage doesn't mean that they don't have some point. And even Osmond, fucking Osmond, man, this dude, he doesn't, like, he argues shit. Osmond fucking argues shit. But it's like, what for? Just to be a contrarian? Just to split your audience? Just to bring more people, more confused people in? Like, this guy's the definition of confusion, his contrarianism. Excuse me. At least Destiny. Destiny's a contrarian in a little bit different way. Whereas Osmond's being a fucking wuss. He's being a fucking wuss, a fucking pussy. At least Destiny, at least he's like a fucking pitchfork and a fucking spear. Like, so Destiny, you have a conversation with Destiny. You say one thing. He has both sides all plotted out. And he thinks he's smart, and he is smart. But this is Destiny. And Osmond does this too, but not as well as Destiny. Destiny is a lot smarter than Osmond. I'm sure Osmond would probably agree with that. So, but you got Destiny right here. And he knows. He pins people. He tries to keep on one subject. And he works very hard. He does his homework on all the surrounding arguments. And the moment you go into one direction that gives him an opening, he switches his view. And then the moment that he's getting close to defeat, because he gets defeated really easy. But he's smart because he's got the homework, he's got the backup, he's got the other side. So the moment someone gets the other side and he's winning, and then it switches all of a sudden, he's losing, then he gets them to say something towards this, and then he's got the counter argument. So he'll be arguing against what he just argued, just because someone was closing in on his argument and defeating him. That's the fucking contrarianism that fucking Candace Owens, who has her own issues, talks about. The dude will fucking say anything for the sake of an argument. And that is not fucking good for humanity. You have to fucking pick a side eventually. You have to. Like for anything in this country, if you support the founding, you support it. You don't support it being deteriorated. If you support deterioration, well, guess what? It's not going to be as great as it was. Because there's not much better than what we have. I will accept a health system that is not the best. But other than that, there you go. But people like Destiny, they like to control the argument. They like to bash the country, bash people that disagree with them. It's like, again, I will say this. I am disagreeing with Osmond and Destiny. If they'd like to have a fucking beer, if you like to fucking argue, I'd prefer a debate. That's fine. That's fine. I could talk to them. I could call Osmond a fucking pussy, and I could still talk to him like a normal fucking guy. He's still a fucking pussy. But I could talk to him. I could probably talk to him about all kinds of fucking shit. there's probably some stuff I can learn from him, and vice versa. Doesn't change the fact that he's a pussy. That's the way it is.
Suspended on Kick. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a look at this. So, Destiny got banned off of Kick, and wait, Kick bans people? Yes, exactly. Likely triggered by mass reporting. No, that's not what happened. He didn't get banned for mass reporting. If that would have happened, then you'd see everybody getting banned.
And by the way, Mr., or not Mr., but Dark Obsidian. How are you doing, by the way? I had to get that over. By the way, I also had to get that out of the way, because the Destiny thing always bothers me. It always bothers me. You know, it was good for him that he got Boogie. There are certain areas where he's good. When it comes to being, say, a prosecutor, say there's a criminal, a really bad person, the evidence is there. But maybe you have a weak prosecutor, someone that's weak in making this one argument. Destiny's right there. He's fucking right there. Go for the perp. Take out the criminal. Good for you, Destiny. Stay the fuck out of politics. Stay the fuck out of other people's lives. Do what you are born to do, and that is argue points. But please don't do it on the internet. Don't fucking do it on the internet. Fucking get a real fucking job, become a fucking prosecutor, and then do your fucking thing.
Banned all the time. People say good riddance, but I'll call them hypocrites. How do they ban Destiny for his opinions when there are legitimate people straight up committing felonies on the platform and getting unbanned? So here's the truth. Do you remember that psychotic, disgusting bitch that like convinced that crazy?
This is how Osmond thinks. I can't believe he thinks like this. I can't believe he thinks like that. The comparisons that he makes. Though I do agree with the flat argument, but still, when he starts to sound like he's making excuses for Destiny, I'm in like, what the fuck? And then I look at the Sniper Wolf stuff, and when he makes judgments without necessarily having the evidence to back it up, because this is a dude who cares about cares about what he thinks. He really does. I mean, but it's like he's not always being as detailed as you would think. He's very judgmental, and he misses certain details, and it's very fascinating what he does.
Fat lady to jump into the lake. Do you remember that? As far as I know, she's not banned. So if you had to ask me, which one is worse? Wait, did she get banned or not? I want to make sure she is not banned. So she is currently not banned. Is that correct? Because I don't want to go starting fucking shit whenever it's not the case.
Every time you open your fucking mouth, Osmond, you start shit.
But that's not. Well, how does that? Like, I'm really confused about what you mean by that. So yeah, and Destiny's ban's only like 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Anyway, so this is really what my point is. I think that there's a lot of things that have happened on Kick that I think should be banned, and I think that banning Destiny for this does draw attention to a lot of the other content on the platform.
Overall, after my tangent, pretty good. So Dark Obsidian, so you seem to be a fan of Destiny though, so I wouldn't mind hearing your side of things. I can be very objective. Because like I mean it. I could literally have a beer with both these guys, even though I completely fucking disagree with them, and I may think they are morally questionable. I would still probably have a beer with them and have many conversations. It'd be interesting. I 100% guarantee I would enjoy it, but they're just not very morally sound. And I would tell them too that they're not morally sound. Let's see. He said, "Dude, I'm not no fan of him. He's a piece of shit." Really? Oh, dude. Were you being sarcastic? I know, because I know Mister's probably a pretty big fan. Because I'm pretty sure Mr. leans towards the left. He just doesn't want to admit it. Mr. will say that he doesn't like either side, but come on. I mean, he sends me links of Osmond. And by the way, that's okay. It is okay for people to have different viewpoints and stuff like that. That's okay. I have no problem. That's actually good. I actually appreciate that. So I really do. I do appreciate it. Because I mean, so say there's a scenario where I could be wrong, and I'm arguing with someone or trying to debate someone that's opposing, but it turns out they're right. If not for the sake of that person arguing or debating with me, and then maybe I have misinformation and I'm getting new information, well, I can correct myself and change things a little bit and be like, oh, well, shit, I didn't have these facts. That can happen, and that's where it's good to have a debate. And I hate saying argument. I love debate because debates you can learn. So if I'm having a debate with someone and they disagree with me and they have information that I don't know and I'm learning about it, and I'm able to add more to what I was debating or my viewpoint or whatnot, that's great. I love it. I freaking love it. It is good engagement.
That is by any sort of definition worse than saying that you don't care that somebody got killed. Like, I feel like getting somebody killed or doing something that could get somebody killed is worse than saying that you don't care that somebody got killed, right? That's just me.
And Osmond says it horribly. He says it in a very bad way. But I can agree with his flat argument, which he needs to make better. Like Destiny would not have this problem. Destiny would make the argument really quickly. I mean, he would have fucking researched for a whole fucking month, not researching anything else, just as one viewpoint. Let's see, Sydney said, you said he was banned until the end of the month, and when I said, what the fuck? When you said, what the fuck, you meant it should have been permanent. There is a debate to be made about. There is a debate that can be argued in. But I think Osmond's trying to use Destiny as a meat shield in a way, because again, Osmond and Penguins, all these guys, they have to know that, oh my God, Destiny got it. He got banned? How long before this comes back on us? Because we think the same shit. Like, I firmly believe Osmond does not defend someone unless he has something to lose. This is a guy that fights. This guy fights for losses. This guy is the definition of a loser, Osmond Gold. I hate saying that, but it's true. The dude is a fucking loser. But he's a loser that has made a decent living sitting on his fucking ass. The dude has no life experience. If he does, it's very limited. At least Destiny went on his little debate thing with people. He got his ass whooped though. But nonetheless, he went out there. I'll give Destiny that. Osmond sticks to his room and spouts his shit with no experience. While at least Destiny goes out there, and he also has no experience. He's gaining it. But he goes, at least he gets his ass whooped, so he's not a pussy like Osmond. It's just that Destiny's a fucking prick. So it's a pussy versus a prick. It's the PPs of the YouTube community. Fucking A, man.
So I can see videos of people joyriding and driving, 150 miles down the highway on Kick.
His flat argument is sound. If only he wasn't an immoral goof. He is an immoral person. Why does he care? This is a guy that brags about manipulating systems and people and whatnot. Again, going back to the guild stuff and what he would do. Going back to the view bots. All that shit.
This could actually kill somebody. So how is it that Destiny did something wrong? Now, obviously, Kick is completely justified to ban anybody for any reason they want. However, I disagree with this. I don't think that he should be banned. Now, you can maybe take away partnerships, you can maybe take away other things,
That's
but
fine.
actually taking him off the platform when you have people that are committing felonies regularly on the platform, that's insane. And I get...
I just don't understand why he feels bad about that. I don't understand why he's disagreeing with that. He's a very immoral person. I mean, theoretically, again, this is theoretically. I mean, if it was the market and he needed a ham, and some other person had a ham, and there was just one ham, theoretically he would take the ham for the person. That's the theoretical. I mean, I could go on with it. Again, theoretical, because you don't want to slander people, which is something. Right now, Osmond does a lot of defaming, like he tried with Sniper Wolf, and defending that punk, goof, onion kid who is completely irrelevant. Bullshit 3-hour video. 3 hours, man. Watching Sniper Wolf content until I laugh. 3 hours until I laugh. What a defaming little goof. And then Osmond defended that. Even Penguins had the fucking sense to apologize. I still go back on that. And this is a guy that defended Jack's film. Dude, say what you want about her little doxing a famous person. That guy, he was using a cover parody, but the dude was literally fucking channel stalking her. Literally harassing her. And of course, Jack's film, as we know, if you look at his YouTube channel, is very much irrelevant. Some of his biggest videos is when he's threatening to leave. And I think it's just people just want to go to Jack's, just watch, just to know for sure, just to watch it because he's leaving. They're like, and probably like applause. There's probably a lot of applause, but the dude continues to post videos, so another full of shit. I would say Jack's films is as close to as a pussy as Osmond gets, but still, I would say Jack's is more on a like maybe pathetic. Honestly, I mean, what he would do for attention instead of doing his own original content, and it sickens me to have to react to this shit. This is sick. It's fucking sick. But when I fucking look at fucking Destiny and Osmond, and they're manipulating audiences, there's nothing that they believe in. They're contrarian. Ask me a question. I'll give you not only will I give you how I feel about or what I think about something, I will even play devil's advocate with myself. I will. But I have a viewpoint. I believe in something, and all you have to do is fucking ask. And if I am doing devil's advocate, I will fucking tell you. I won't be like fucking Destiny or fucking Osmond, where you argue against them and they fucking switch how they fucking think. Just because they want to win the fucking argument. Puss versus prick. These two should fucking debate. I would fucking love it. I want to see these two debate Destiny and Osmond. As one closes on the other and then they both just switch viewpoints. Until everyone just finally clicks off. Because it's a fucking snooze fest. And it probably would be between those two. Because I guarantee Destiny would be just like freaking Rottweiler, man. Just like fucking just saliva all down the fucking mouth. And then of course fucking Osmond would be like, okay, it's okay. You can say what you want about me. And people can believe that too. It's okay. It's okay. I believe you can do that. Okay. What's the next question? This is fucking stupid shit.
Like, listen, people are like, well, that's just what you get. This is consequences. It is, but you can't expect people to respect consequences whenever they're asymmetrical. So, yes, I do not agree with this. I do not think this is a good idea. I hope that he gets unbanned. Obviously, I don't necessarily agree with what he's saying, but I think that he has the right to say it. And I think that's the reason why people like Kick. It's because people can say bad shit and they don't have to worry about it. So yeah. Wait, taking away partnership is much worse than...
Again, even under our law, there are certain things you can't get into, like the slander stuff, and of course the defaming. But at the same time, when it comes to like, say, like death threats, there are certain... Of course, then again, you would have to debate whether what Destiny was saying was a death threat, and to argue that see, I'm not gonna play Destiny bullshit. Like, I mean, that dude goes full in. I will be like, I wasn't really sure. I mean, like, what is it? Let me see right here. I don't think it was necessarily like anything like a death threat.
In case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, you know, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
So,
but a piece of shit. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. Piece of garbage.
Just fake, but you're endangering lives of other people, right? You're putting people's lives in danger on stream for content.
What does he say again?
Felony. Oh my God, something's a felony. It's just all it's all just made up bullshit, right? Laws are just fake, but
the internet, because of people like Osmond, who wants full on fucking anarchy. Essentially, everyone can do everything. That's why this shit kind of happens. That's why there's no definitions. That's why fucking YouTube, Twitch, and so on. That's why they're the fucking wild fucking west. Is because of fucking people like this. These are the stars. These people like Osmond and Destiny. These are the people. The Beast, the Penguins, all of them. They're the reason that social media it deteriorates society. This anarchist, you can do anything you want, or you should be able to. No fucking laws, no fucking order. It's just immoral. Just be as immoral as you fucking want. If there was a time machine, would they travel back to a time to where they could do that, apply that? I don't think they would, because they're pussies. One's a prick. But I tell you what, should they be shipped back in time? Probably. They should be somewhere where they would be happiest. Somewhere where they could back up their fucking talk, dude.
You're endangering lives of other people, right? You're putting people's lives in danger on stream for content. That's what's happening. And hey, by the way, I watched bum fights growing up. I'm not trying to virtue signal about this.
Say that again?
That bullshit, right? Laws are just fake. But you're endangering lives of other people, right? You're putting people's lives in danger on stream for content. That's what's happening. And hey, by the way, I watched bum fights growing up. I'm not trying to virtue signal about this. I used to love watching that content. It was so fun. So of course, like, I used to be 14, absolutely. However, the point is that that's obviously worse than saying what Destiny did. Like, it's not even in the same universe, right? Like,
what's he fucking saying?
Absolutely.
What's he
However,
fucking saying?
the point is that that's obviously worse than saying what that.
This is good. I want to hear his point. This is good.
Like, what do you mean? It's not a question. It's not even in the same universe, right? Like, that's it. Well, he was calling for more people to try. Here's how I know that's not true. Because if it was true, he probably would be arrested. Secret Service would have come to his house already.
I'm sure Destiny, I disagree with him. I'm sure he wasn't being malicious. What did Destiny, excuse me. But I want to I want to know more. Would this be on X? I see Osmond bullshit coming up, and Osmond, the dude just annoys me to no end. I don't like people that don't have a belief system. you can't trust someone that and you can't trust someone that doesn't have a belief system. Like, what? I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna be contrarian as fuck. They'll play sides, basically. Immoral bastards. Immoral bastards. Is this it?
When you realize bloating
I'll
and
probably be
discomfort
copyrighted.
don't have to be
But when am I not?
everything changes.
Here's what I think about what you did. You'd like to fire off, as you've done so far in this debate, about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they...
Look at Destiny's face, man. Fucking prick. He hates it when people see, he needs to be perceived in a certain way. He fucking hates it, man. He fucking loathes it. And again, Piers Morgan, this guy he can be a motherfucker sometimes, but I do like him. I do like him more than I don't because he asks tough questions. He really does. Excuse me. He really does ask tough questions. Like, and the dude is really good at gotchas. Like, he is fucking skilled at interviews, dude. Destiny is skilled at arguing. Like, you put him with Morgan, and it's like game over, dude.
They never have any empathy. Blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are...
He's not even focused.
Exactly the person that you're describing. You are inhuman. You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that a young firefighter...
Oh, he doesn't like being lectured. Oh, he doesn't like hearing about what someone feels about him or what someone thinks about him. Oh, Destiny thinks he can say whatever the fuck he wants, and his audience and people will just like be like, oh my god, Destiny, you're so amazing. You're a fucking pariah. No, you fucking prick. Not everyone agrees with you. Not everyone is an immoral son of a bitch.
With a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead. But he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally. A man who was president of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again.
Did they mute his
almost
ass?
Gleeful, Destiny. I'm sorry. That makes you, frankly, despicable.
Yes! That's hilarious! Yes! Oh, this was from Jeremy. So that was from Jeremy. That was great. Oh my god. But I want to see, like, after the fact. I like... Where's the comment? Like, did Destiny put it up? Because I guarantee... I'm not sure. Why is he on PDS? Like, how many fucking channels does this guy have? Is he here? Where is it? Is it right here? Is it right here?
Rally. Get the dude, the firefighter guy, Trump, people that support him. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine,
that was edited, unfortunately. I want to see the stuff around it. I want to know the broad context.
and you end up, getting blown away or whatever I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter.
He's made points similar to that a handful of times.
Why is that? This is the one clip people are passing around. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I need to know more. I need to know, and I want to see more. Banned for hate speech. I always feel like X is like the place to go. Is it just me, or is that true? Is it me? Is like X is the only fucking place that's like almost like unfiltered in a good way? But guess what? X is run by an INTP Elon Musk. So of course X would be unfiltered. Excuse me. And I do like that to a certain extent, but it always goes over the boundary. You know what I mean? It don't stop. Is this it?
I'm the firefighter guy. Fuck it. Fuck the dude. The firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am. 100%.
I mean, I'm just like wondering what he said beforehand. I don't want Destiny banned from Twitter, but would it kill him to hit the gym. Homie has the physique of a warm glass of milk. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy that he was like demonetized on X of all places, though. So even other INTPs that aren't fucking Osmond Gold are demonetizing this guy. Although I do hear that the X thing is like maybe a temporary thing. What is that? I'm not seeing anything around it though. So I mean, it's very nice and all with the snippets. What is that? There's no volume behind it. What's this? This is the fucking retard that got killed at the Trump rally. Fucking, he's laughing his ass. He did a he did a fucking tweet like this? Don't you mean the bleachers he wanted to die? Oh my god, dude. He said, I'm sure Corey and Babbitt are both having fun with each other in hell right now. Oh, dude. And fucking Osmond Gold is defending this guy, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, man. But then again, maybe Osmond would say, I'm not defending him. I'm just defending the principle of this. I don't know. Like, principle of just say whatever you want to whatever extent, but God forbid the other side says it, because I see it in the center. I do see that. There's a reason conservatives, unfortunately, do cry a little bit, but they do have a point. They get hit a whole lot harder when they do things, mostly probably because of the religious standard, than these guys. I mean, but seriously, dude. Don't double standard Destiny. Hold him up. Because I will agree. So Tim Pool said something amazing. And it's very rare for him to say something good. Usually it's some type of conspiracy bullshit. I mean, it's entertaining. But he said that in terms, like, I will, like, put in my own words. So you take a society and you take people in the society. And every time someone does something wrong that society deems very, I want to say, not negligent, very, just I'll be simple, just very bad on. Like, could be like supporting Trump's attempted assassination. So that was what he used as the biggest example. And so say people out there that are going out there and they're joking about it. Again, Trump should be dead. It's a miracle that he didn't. He looked at the right time at a graph that was on his right. And he looked at it at the right time to where his head actually moved out because the bullet was aiming for right here. It was going to go through his head. It was going to be JFK. That's what it was going to be. So when you make fun of that, Tim Pool's point is that you condemn it, you say that this is wrong, and you get them to apologize. And when you get them to apologize, again, my words, then they know that that is not acceptable. And when people are condemning Destiny, that is the... I do agree with Tim Pool. That was a very, very good. It's the best thing he's ever said. Best thing Tim Pool has ever said. So, Destiny should apologize. This was not right. If this happened to Biden, well, guess what? It's the same applies. The same applies. Unfortunately, this seems to happen to Republicans, within the last 50 years. Excuse me. It just happens to Republicans, amazingly. So they're the ones that are getting the attempted assassination. But Reagan, I mean, he could have died. He could have bled to death. He miraculously survived that. But Trump was like almost he was a guarantee if he hadn't literally looked at the graph to his right in time, because the Secret Service weren't looking out for him, because someone somewhere, and we don't know because the killer was killed, which is amazing. Secret Service letting this guy get off his shots, the locals letting this guy get off the shots, and then after Trump's been shot, after the poor firefighter gets shot in the head, his family got to see him die, and there's 2 other that are critically wounded. God knows what they're doing now, how they're doing right now. But before I lose my train of thought, it's like you cannot tolerate that kind of shit. That is bad. I think I was going to go on because so the local police may have been the ones that actually stopped it, but there were sightings of the suspect. There was the Secret Service snipers who were late. The moment that the shots were fired, the sniper on the top was like fucking struggling to get back on scope, back on center and bullshit. Like it's already too late. The fact that the Secret Service, the criticism is just when the Secret Service is being condemned. Joe Biden thanked the Secret Service after Trump was shot. You don't thank the Secret Service for failing. This was a failure. Trump was gonna die if he didn't turn his head. How can you predict that? How can you stop a bullet that's gonna go straight towards your head and it's going to kill you? I don't think the answer is going to be just turn your head and look at the graph to your right and it's just going to graze your ear. Unbelievable. You cannot support that shit. And so Destiny, when he spews shit like this, I will be fine with Osmond and the flat argument. That's fine. But he should apologize and he should be condemned. And people have to let Destiny and people like Osmond know that they're wrong. In terms of Destiny, he said he disagreed. Osmond, he disagreed with what Destiny said, but he didn't go into much detail other than else than that. So maybe I could spare Osmond a little bit. But anyway, that's the broad thing of where I'm looking at things. I wish I could have seen more though. Where's the apology? Where is Destiny apology? Where is his apology? He was demonetized, but he still has his Twitter account, right? His X account, right? Yeah. Together we fuck shit up. He's just an anarchist. I call him an anarchist. Just like Osmond, they're both anarchists. Oh my god, dude. Revolting. Oh, he's gonna revolt. He's gonna say this is revolting. But Destiny finds this revolting. Okay, so let's put my hat. So everyone heard what I said, right? So obviously he's gonna condemn the quartering, right? Okay. Okay. I could see someone. I could take someone that argues this for both sides. I could take them with more. What's the word? I could accept that someone that says both is bad. I could accept that. I cannot accept Destiny for believing in one side but neglecting the other. So now he's in trouble. And what does he do? He's in trouble. He finds the quartering. He finds someone that could get him out of jail free card. So he's like, oh, what I said was bad? So he's going to twist the argument. When he's losing the argument, he changes the subject. He's a fucking loser. He's a fucking loser. Fine. Fine with Jeremy. Fine. Jeremy is he's another. He's like on the other side. He's very much like Destiny to a certain extent, but Jeremy the Quartering. He if you saw him on the last Tim Pool podcast, he believes in what he believes. Okay. And does Jeremy go too far sometimes? Maybe with this post. Can someone who argues that both are wrong say something about this? Yes. If you said anyone that's making fun or a parody out of Trump being shot when he was literally gonna die if he didn't move his head, the sniper was not bad. The sniper was unlucky. Now, if someone says that was bad, and then they look at quartering and like, oh, well, that's bad too. Can I accept that? Does that make sense? Yes, it does make sense. Can I accept this motherfucker, Destiny, who's making a joke about the firefighter and Trump and all that shit and Trump supporters? Then he comes out and he's trying to scapegoat it by pointing out the quartering. No. And no one should. No one should side with Destiny right then and there with what he's doing right here. Notice I said what Jeremy is not the best thing to do in the current climate after Trump. Anyone else with a legit motherfucking argument is fine, but not fucking Destiny. Destiny is a fucking contrarian, no belief anarchist dipshit. This guy has no right to point out Jeremy. A guy that points that Donald Trump, making fun of Donald Trump and making fun of Biden is bad. That guy. That kind of guy can post this shit. That kind of guy can post about Jeremy or whatever, but not fucking Destiny, because he's fucking scapegoating. Destiny is no fucking good for the internet, no fucking good for socials. Not whatsoever. Should he be banned? Let society deem. Is he an immoral person, and should Destiny apologize? Yes. Yes, Destiny should apologize. And he should never have the right to condemn and point someone else's wrong words, bad choice of words, Jeremy's bad choice of words. Destiny has no fucking right to point that out because he's a fucking hypocrite. Fucking hypocrite. A scapegoat to avoid what he said about Trump and his supporters and the firefighter. Destiny, you're a piece of garbage. A hypocritical goof. You are the anticipant of fucking common sense. Antithesis of common sense. I corrected myself because that was a bad lips right there, okay? Lif. That's a whole nother argument about me and my lips. And my pronunciations, okay? But still, this is something down the line. Destiny cannot call out fucking Jeremy. By the way, Mister, how are you doing? Mister, see, I would give it to Mister probably more, calling the shot on both sides. For someone like that believes both sides are wrong, like anyone who's making fun of Trump and anyone who's making fun of Biden, that's wrong, that's fine, that's legit. But not fucking Destiny. And definitely not fucking Osmond. If he, I don't think Osmond will go into this territory. He could, but he's defending Destiny, and Destiny is doing this kind of shit. So, careful who you're defending. That's the moral of the story for fucking Osmond. Fucking wussy goof, man. So, okay, so let's erase Destiny right here. Okay, because the thing would be, let's put Daniel to the test. Yeah, let's put Daniel to the test. Okay, so Daniel, you said it's not okay to make fun of the Trump situation. So Daniel, obviously, by common sense, you're going to say what the quartering just said right there, that's bad and in bad taste. Surely you are, based on that. And I'll say, yeah. Biden is old. He is fragile. He is weak. Okay? And now he has COVID. I disagree with Biden. I think he is a very, 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 very very bad president. He may have done some good stuff with the chip stuff, though, but overall, broadly, any economy is going to do better after the COVID situation. And it was Democrats that were interested in the lockdowns. And luckily for them, they only fucked up their own states. So most of the red states didn't shut down. So anyone was going to benefit. Anyone was going to benefit from the economy. Anyone, any president. It didn't matter about Biden. Now, take my disagreements. Never voted for the man. Take my disagreements. And I've also said that his supporters are garbage. The ones that want him to run. Because, not garbage. No, close to garbage. Yeah, because they're literally allowing him to run when he's fragile and his health is terrible. Why would you do that? Kamala's right there. But I take that. Not liking Biden. That's bad. That does make sense. Just that Destiny should not be pointing it out because he is a hypocrite. There's no grounds for it. So Jeremy at the quartering, you went a little bit far there, buddy, because it does get into the area of the Trump thing. It really does get into the area of the Trump thing to where, because literally, how can you make fun of it? Because if he didn't turn to the graph, he was dead. You said hashtag Biden is hiding. Is he hiding? You think that's what it is and they're making COVID for an excuse? You think it's a conspiracy? Is it a thought? So there I am. I don't like being a hypocrite. So, and this needs to be pointed out. I hope more people point out Destiny's bullshit right there. It's like, where's this shit? Destiny wouldn't even give me the time of the day anyway. It's not even worth like commenting to. Destiny's a hypocrite. He's a lowlife. No one wants to be around him because he's a narcissist. He's toxic. He's the antithesis. I keep on getting that word wrong. It's terrible. The antithesis of moral. You know what I mean? He's immoral. Anarchist. But yeah, Jeremy, he went a little bit too far here. What did he say? So much for toning down the rhetoric. Were they doing a speed run? That's fine. But it's just Destiny. Destiny has no right to point it out. Like, he's scapegoating. So, yep, Jeremy went a little bit too far there. He went a little bit too far there. Just like fucking Destiny went a little bit too far. And that's where you go out and you say, again, the Tim Pool argument is good. The debate, what he debates, his argument is good. So you go to Jeremy and you corner him. You say, if it's true, and Biden is on the verge of death from COVID, he shouldn't have been running for president. We know that. We know all of that stuff. And his supporters for allowing the poor guy to run. Sick bastards, man, when there's so many other potential guys. Look, it's not worth it for Joe Biden. Like, how could he do that to someone at his age? You can't. I don't know why. When he doesn't have the frame of mind anymore. Why they let him run? Obviously, they're not going to. They're going to like get him at the convention. There is a possibility now that after the Trump thing, Biden might be an excuse for them to lose. So it would be really bad, almost like a little to go off past. It would almost be really bad. Like say they put they decided on Kamala, which was the plan. Kamala was the plan. Everyone, it wasn't Gavin. It was always Kamala. So Kamala was the plan. But now Trump's attempted assassination. Do they really want to put a Kamala out there or Gavin out there to lose to Trump in the current climate? No. But if they know now that a loss is coming in November, if they know, wouldn't it be better for Biden to take that loss now? They already gave up on him, But the reason they were giving up on him is because they were going to replace him. Well, if they replace him, they're just going... Why would you, like, ruin another candidate that has a frame of mind, that isn't old and frail, that can finish his sentence? It's not Biden. You know, if you look at Biden when he was in his 50s and his 60s, it's a whole different person. You can't make the same argument against a younger Biden. You can't. He was a really good talker. He was elegant enough. But it is what it is. But why would anyone put Gavin and so on and others? Like, why would they throw him out to the slaughter? I think now they've given up on Joe, but now they've given up in a way to where it's like, well, shit, someone has to lose to Trump. And we don't want to risk Gavin, and we don't want to, especially Kamala. We don't want that to happen. So they're just going to be like, okay, let Joe stay in, and we will take the hit, and we will come back 4 years later. Mister, you said Jeremy, Destiny, Tim Pool, Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, Just Pearly, Vosh, and the entire Red Pill community are all hypocrites in their own way. I don't take anything they say seriously. This was just like the one thing that I took from Tim Pool. Like Tim Pool is, I mean, he says he's pretty liberal, but he said one good thing, and he said one good thing. If a society, in my words, if someone says something really stupid like Destiny or Jeremy, especially about a very important thing with the Trump assassination or Biden getting COVID, and it's like, and people deem it, a majority of the people deem it to be something worthy of an apology, of wrong, then I do go with that. And that is the best form of punishment, is to have someone apologize. And the way you would put it, you apologize, and then your supporters see that the person apologized, and it flatlines. You said none of them are credible sources. Obsidian, you said, to be perfectly honest, they're a lot better than CNN and MSNBC. At least they try to tell the truth. And then Mr. said, Tim Pool will call everything woke purely just to grift off the outrage he creates for his audience. There's no doubt. But also, I feel like Tim also... Oh, by the way, Obsidian, where do you tend to watch your news sources, by the way? If you're not a big fan of the CNNs and MSNBCs, and of course their credibility, you can debate that. Like, well, what are you checking out? And then like Tim, I feel like Tim is always like... I feel like there's this inner voice in Tim Pool, and he's always like trying to like come up with the best ideas that make him relevant. Like he's very interesting, and he loves it. He like, I can't find the word, but he loves his conspiracies, because that's all he talks. Tim Pool is always talking about conspiracies. Let's see Mr.'s response. He said, what truth they spread lies just as much as the news media does. So I'm like, what is but again, yeah, like just the quartering, like it's just, I will say that is this apology worthy? Yeah, if we want to be fair, it is. And overall, Destiny, is he the man to point this out? No. God, no, he is not. And hopefully we can get that stuff out that. So yeah. And you'll see that, like, for like, if I ever say something like bad, Mr. You said it's their narrative or nothing. But like for in the future, because we all say something stupid. So in the future, I say something bad, and say everyone comes in the chat and says, Daniel, that was a bad thing to say. I'll think about it. And if it is true, if I'm looking at like an 80-90% perspective, I'm going to be like, well, let me think about this, about what I said. And I'll be like, okay. And I'll be like, I apologize. It is really one of the best forms of punishment that can happen in society. You don't necessarily need to execute people. You don't necessarily need to assassinate people. All you need to do is say, have a majority of people say that they were wrong, the person was wrong, and condemn it, and then in front of all the person's supporters, the person being condemned apologizes, and then that is the best form of punishment society can give to someone. Let's see. Dr. Sydney said, I don't listen to Tim Pool if that's what you're asking. Like, I will, like, I don't have, like, because now that I'm, like, streaming more often, I don't have, like, me, like, I know I'm putting myself in it, but it's like, I do listen to Tim Pool. Like, Jeremy the Quartering was on Tim Pool the other night, which was interesting. But again, like, Tim Pool, I'm going in there to see, like, a different perspective because he is more liberal. Mr. said, I'd rather cite my sources from shitposting channels than those losers. I'm surprised, like, I mean, Kevin or anyone hasn't popped in. Such a shame. I have such trolly friends. They really are. What the fuck is this? Shit, who was I gonna, like, like Destiny, because Destiny's still doing shit, man. He's still posting. It's like he just thinks he can go on without apologizing. So Destiny doesn't feel like he needs to apologize, and everyone needs to see that. Everyone needs to notice that. Destiny reposted this. Destiny got his ads suspended, and Libs of TikTok is on a doxing spree with full ads enabled. Doxing spree? What the hell? On TikTok? What's this, 5 years ago? Can someone link me a @TimCast video where he's speaking at length with some concern that Trump shows up in the Epstein files and has said in his speech that he wouldn't declassify anything about it? What? Obsidian, let's see, you said, and you already said you don't condone what they're saying on X about Biden as much as you don't like him. See, it's like, I mean, and that's what we need. That's what we need more of, you know. Like that's good, healthy for society. So, but again, that's one of the few things like the Tim Pool is going to be right about, or at least not necessarily right, but has a good point. I just find it funny that Destiny is going on the offense, like he's literally digging his hole. And he's picking fights with people too. It's very strange. He's trying to change the conversation, the subject. And he's like, dude, there's no changing. Like, he's wrong, and people need to condemn and peacefully confront him until he apologizes, until he understands what he said was wrong. And then, Mr., you said, not the first time they resorted to doxing. So, what? So I don't understand. Like, he said his ads were suspended, and Libs of TikTok is on a doxing spree. Like, Libs? I don't get anything of. Oh, Libs? Oh, wait. So, what? What? What the hell is this? Libs of TikTok are they're fucktards. I don't pay them no mind. Why is Destiny bringing it up? News you can't see anywhere else? What the fuck? Secret Service direct what? But they're doxing people? What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on here. I know the DII stuff, there's a lot of criticism of Secret Service. There's also a lot of criticism that the Secret Service is using DEI as an excuse. I'm sorry. Joe Biden? How the fuck people let him thank the Secret Service who failed up at the highest level. Biden should have been condemned for thanking the Secret Service for failing at the highest level. Unbelievable. He said, libs of TikTok. Oh, wait, no, wait. Oh, there's a message retracted. Is that YouTube not letting it through? I know I've heard from Obsidian, like, the other day, like, there's some, like, YouTube won't let everything through. What's that?
There you go.
Got it? Okay.
Okay, and then you want the back, you can spread out a little bit.
Okay, so by the way, and like, the parodies of like this, I mean, that was just, what the fuck? So libs of TikTok, are they like, what are they? What do they believe in? Because they're like posting anti-Biden stuff too, right?
With dignity. And it's about making sure that, look, I mean, for example, look at the heat I'm getting. Because
They said, yeah, they're literally showing everybody where they work and everything. It's pathetic. You know, they, you said, it's pathetic. You know why they don't? They just called. Yeah, you know, why don't they just call companies? I don't know. It's like. And these aren't like, and the people, so, and the people they're showing, are they like really famous people, or? They're, because for me, doxing the borderline is when you're doxing people that aren't famous, or reasonably so people didn't know. So, I mean, if you're doxing someone that was like successfully isolated, that's where it starts to get like very borderline for me. Then I'm like, well, that wasn't right.
I named the Secretary of Defense, the black man. I named Ketanji Brown. I mean, because of the people I've named. And so...
He names people the black man. You said he was Biden. Wait, he was Biden? His time to snip the hair of underage girls? Oh, you reached that part? I mean, it was some disturbing shit. Excuse me. It was, I mean, Biden does some disturbing things. He really does.
It's all about treating people with dignity. And it's about making sure that, look, I mean, for example, look at the heat I'm getting. Because I named the Secretary of Defense, the black man.
Apparently he named the Secretary of Defense the black man. Okay. The Democratic Party celebrates violence. We can't say everyone. I've not heard everyone in the Democratic Party condemn, or, I mean, like, make jokes about Trump. I have not heard that. I've heard people that are on the fringe, like Destiny, but... you said, Mr. You said, guess he's Biden the Bull. Biden the Bull. E.T. This dude was no hero, man. This dude was on track. He was literally, pun intended, he was aiming to change history. If Donald Trump died, and I'm not saying that Donald Trump is going to live. I don't know how you know. So my theory is, whoever wanted Trump dead, all they're doing is planning the next attempt. I really have a hard time believing Trump makes it to November. I am under the assumption that he will be killed. I firmly believe that he will be killed. We'll see what happens. But Mr. You said Biden is a nonce. Trump's asexual Pray? Pred? Oh, Pred? Oh, Trump's a sexual pred. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I firmly believe that that Trumpy is set to be 6 feet under, unfortunately. Mystery said, we're definitely capable of picking the right candidate for president. You know, my biggest issue with Trump is the fact that it's the debt stuff. Like, he's... Dark Obsidian, you said Biden is the real pedo. It's like... excuse me. Like, that's my thing with Trump, is the debt. He's not good. He's not going to reverse the debt, just like Biden hasn't. It's just... That's why... Because I voted for... See, so I'll go into it. Osmond's a pussy. Osmond, on one of his videos, he said he voted for Trump in 2016, but he was a pussy. All he did was start bashing Trump just so he wouldn't lose his viewers that aren't Trump supporters, because he's contrarian as fuck. So I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 because there was a candidate that was more dislikable than him, and that was Hillary Clinton. No one liked Hillary Clinton. Fast track to 2020, I couldn't vote. I couldn't vote because he didn't fix the debt. The debt is really important to me. I'm a big financial guy. I need someone that's going to work on the debt, work on our debt problems, as hard as that is. That's my thing. So, and that's what's keeping me away from this year too. It's like the debt. It's affecting generations. It's just, you can't fix the debt. But that's the only main thing. So, but this picture, that's just like the fringes of Destiny that are. I don't know. I mean, Destiny hasn't supported this guy. He hasn't come out, has he? But I don't know where this comes from. This could be. I don't know who this is. But this person would obviously be on the fringe, and I would not classify a typical Democrat as a fringe like this. Unless the party really is lost. Where's, I still cannot believe that Destiny has not apologized. How can he not be... What do you mean he can't be messaged? I wouldn't be trying... Oh, wait. I wouldn't be trying to messaging him. I'm trying to search for him. That's interesting. He can't be messaged? That's funny. He hasn't said anything about Destiny going after him. A what? Donald J. Trump short positions, fund shorting. Fund shorting Trump Media and Technology Group. What do you mean? What's that? I'm not the biggest fan of shorting stock, honestly. I just don't think it's kind of cool. I think if people were smart in general, they would just you put it into the stock market and you just let it sit until a certain period of time, and then you're only allotted to take out a certain amount, and you just compensate it with people putting in. But you have it all planned. That's what I would be a big fan of, honestly. I think because it'll also be more transparent, something like that. It makes it somewhat of like a private sector social security type deal with like a retirement in its own way, even though there's already retirement plans, but it's all a gamble. But if you put it into stock, you put it into a company, and it just sits there until a certain amount of time, and then you're able to take chunks back, and then you have more people come in, and then it just kind of like keeps itself afloat. But hey. Oh, after? He says, I feel good.
But his question that I have on that, these two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation, we'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign.
So, I mean, Biden's going to be fine, I guess. But, you know, so Jeremy should probably still apologize. But also, I'm not going to excuse it. But I'm going to say that when we don't condemn people like Destiny, people like Jeremy are going to come out and they're going to do the same thing. It's doing something wrong because someone else did something wrong, and as anyone knows, that's kid shit. Oh my god, this person said something or did something wrong, so I have to do a wrong thing because it just justifies my angry soul. Get over it. So just because a prick like Destiny says something fucking stupid, the immoral prick, the immoral goof, doesn't mean I'm gonna go out on Twitter and I'm gonna bash someone else. I'm gonna bash the opposing president, candidate, or whatever. I'm gonna bash like Biden or something, or say something bad about Biden because Destiny said something bad about Trump and his supporters and the poor firefighter that got killed. And he's also said terrible things about Babbitt and stuff like that. He died on January 6th. One of the few people that actually died on January 6th. Shot. Unarmed. But you can debate all the other stuff, but come on, man. They shot the fucking shooter who almost killed Trump. They shot that guy. But yeah, anyway. Mostly where I was like going on with that, so I don't like lose track. But it's like I'm not gonna like talk shit about Biden the same way that Destiny is doing about Trump and his supporters. I'm not gonna do that because Destiny says something bad. I'm not gonna do what he did. I'm not a piece of shit, a piece of garbage, piece of trash. Let Destiny argue that. Let Destiny argue who is more trash between him and Osmond. Who is more trash? Good luck, Destiny, on winning that fucking argument. Good fucking luck. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do what Destiny does in that bullshit. So I mean, Biden getting COVID. Obviously, I don't wish him death. The statistics, it's not very likely that he will die, but it's possible. I mean, but hey, he said, you said I don't bear a political stake on either side. Okay. He said, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which, yeah, no, that's one of the great things about each Mister is that you say yeah, exactly. Stake is probably the best way you could have put it. He said, can we finally have a competent POTUS who makes efficient decisions and will be transparent with us? Oh, the difficulty of our times, right? Let's see, John F. Kennedy. Is there anyone before JFK? Like, JFK was like on the inside, he was trying to be somewhat moral. But he paid for that, didn't he? Trying to think. Has there ever been a president that's been transparent? Would George Washington count? Well, it's like... Why is Trump coming up? I know that Trump is very selective. He's not the most transparent. I know. Nothing comes up on transparency. I think... Oh, the least transparent president? What's that? But I mean, George Washington seemed honest enough, right? Can we use George Washington? Is that good? Like, was there ever like an honest president? Otherwise, would be like Abe Lincoln. Does he count? You said Obama was kind of close. Mr. Border in Chief. Oh, you know, Obama is just the biggest thing that I have a problem with him. It was like the race baiting, and he divided the country. That's what he's going to be remembered for, is the divisions that he caused. But other than that, I mean, like, even though I don't necessarily like Obama or agree with him on a lot of his stuff, I mean, obviously he was a good. He will go down as a good border president, though, which is crazy. That's kind of funny that people are going to look back at Obama and they're going to look at him as a great border president. He was a better border president than Donald Trump, arguably. But other than that, I mean, he and I give Obama credit. Like, he's definitely a very smart guy. Apparently, he's one of the most literate presidents. He's in the top. So, but outside of that, I mean, the racial stuff is pretty bad. But I can't take away that he's a smart guy. I believe that he's running the Democratic Party behind the scenes pretty well. I assume that he wants Biden. He wants Biden to be president or reelected. This was his former vice president, after all, and that he's fighting forces like probably or Cortez and stuff like that. Obsidian said, "I tell you this, he was great on the mic." Yeah, I don't think I ever really heard Obama like make much of a mistake or too much of a gaffe on the mic. And that's coming from someone that I mean, I don't necessarily agree with Obama on much everything, really. But yeah, he said, Mr. You said, the only issue I had was that Michelle implemented a healthy cafeteria food system for kids, except their own. Oh, so kind of like putting, how would that be? Like, you know, like literally putting on agendas onto other people without actually like exempling with your own family and your own lifestyle by doing the same thing or instilling or installing the same thing. So basically she was being a hypocrite. Is that one way of saying it? It's like, and again, you know, you can imagine my favorite presidents are George Washington's #1 by default. And all someone ever had to say to me was that he chose not to be a king. That's it. I'm sold. That's it. George Washington is #1, no matter what. I was a big fan of Thomas Jefferson, although he was supposed to cut spending, but he increased spending with the Louisiana Purchase and stuff like that. But I like Thomas Jefferson. Who else do I like? Warren G. Harding had a lot of good policies, and people cringe when I mention his name because of the corrupt stuff. But I mean, there were good times under his presidency. It's unfortunate he died 2 years into it. But then again, I mean, he's like forever, you know, condemned for the corrupt stuff. But then again, Ulysses S. Grant was, and now he's like one of the greatest. Like, he's literally, like in the top 5, top 10? A lot of people believe Ulysses S. Grant was like this corrupt guy. So maybe history could change for Warren, maybe not. I guess Ulysses was actually like a really good president. He really was, apparently. But yeah, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Pop Ulysses S. Grant. Should I put Lincoln in there? Or is that just like a guarantee? But then again, the Lincoln stuff with like everyone will talk about what he did with the press stuff. He banned the press. I mean, I guess. Mr. said, I didn't. You didn't think it was a horrible idea. I just seemed rather, excuse me, just seemed rather hypocritical that every parent's kids were forced to subsist on healthier cafeteria food while their kids didn't have to. Excuse me. I mean, yeah. She bless her for her garden too. Oh my God. Bless her for her garden. Blessed be for your garden. So we just talk about the Destiny stuff, the Tim Pool. The Destiny was just again, this man needs to apologize. Otherwise, he's making a fool out of everything he stands for, which is probably nothing. Oh God, what's Ben Shapiro doing? Oh, I can only imagine, man. I actually don't really necessarily like Ben Shapiro. Especially, I think the Candace Owens thing kind of ruined it because it proved that the Daily Wire was almost like discriminative, if not. And it's like, just because you disagree with someone, just think that every time the I word comes up, the I state, like there's such a personal thing on both sides. But Candace Owens was Candace Owens. Where does that come from? Where does Candace come from? But just because she said that she wasn't really in support the same way that Ben was of the I state, the I country, it fired her. I mean, you really want to be firing people over a disagreement like that when there's not much else. You said, poor spin, crapiro. What the hell? Oh my God. That's funny. Where'd the poor spin come from? I should have brought more water. This is Kevin's fault. Fucking Kevin. He didn't come on Discord and save me my vocal cords. So, god damn it, Kevin. And my younger brother's is one like, he wants me to take a call, and then I could just be talking to him on the stream. I'm like, join my Discord, dude. Like, shit. But I wish I had more water. Maybe I should get like some like tea or something, so it doesn't like strain my vocals. Because I really enjoy the conversations and talking about this stuff. Maybe sometime warm tea or something during the stream. I haven't fully lost my voice yet, though. You said Candace spreads misinformation every chance she gets. Bitch is an utter joke of a human being, you said. Oh my God. Look. I still thought it was funny when she had that interview with Destiny, and she was answering everything he was said with like, why are you being contrarian? Why are you being contrarian? And he was. So I like that she put Destiny in his place. But other than that, I've always figured Candace was just a little bit too... Is direct too much? But like Candace, like... She has this thing like kind of Destiny does in a way. To where... But except she's more likely... She will stick to her talking points. Whereas Destiny will switch for whatever he thinks the audience likes. Or whatever's going to win him the debate. Candace is what she believes in. She argues what she believes in. And that's what she stands for. So it's like Destiny, if he was more focused, more narrow, and he actually believes something, which Destiny doesn't. You said, Mr. You said, Ku Klux Candace Owens? Jesus. Jesus. Eminem, you said Eminem joked about her in his new album, and she took it too personal. Candace is one of these people that takes things personal. I've seen so much of her, like... She really does take things personal. She firmly believes in what she believes in. I don't know if she's doing very well in terms of like after the Daily Wire stuff, because she lost that big so that was the one thing, she lost that huge, and they had a lot of plans for her too, but she lost a huge spotlight with it not being on the Daily Wire, so she definitely well, I don't know if she has any regrets though, but I mean definitely did not put herself in a good spot. She returns on June 10th. It's July 17th. She gonna update her shit? This was March. She doesn't post much. She's an extra though. She's an ESTJ. Why isn't she doesn't post very much? What? Oh, that was pinned. Okay, never mind. I'd be like surprised. She's gotta like post a shit ton. What's this about? It's a conspiracy theory. What's the MK Ultra? I think I've heard about that, but I can't remember. It says documented 99% of files were destroyed. The 1% or less that didn't get burned showed that the FBI and CIA would experiment on test subjects and use them to commit murders. Oh. Okay. Now, what was she talking about? Alex Jones. Today on the show, it's me and Alex Jones. Okay. Like, Alex Jones, I get the idea that he may not be the most moral person. No. What's the word? I've had a relationship with the ENFP, and he is an ENFP, but of course with the female variant, not the male variant. But ENFPs, I've noticed, are very... It feels like ENFPs are like a black hole sucking people in, and once they've sucked every little bit out of you, then they move on to the next person. This is what ENFPs feel like to me. So I don't know if that encapsulates Alex Jones. I just know that he firmly believes in what he believes, and that he seems to have a legitimate concern about people. Maybe he doesn't make the best life choices, though. I mean, yeah. Backmasking? I still didn't even see the rapper that was like getting into the Trump stuff. I was gonna like watch that yesterday, but I didn't. Okay. So let's go back to this.
Like, you really think he could have called on more people to try to shoot the president-elect? No, that would have not have happened. Like, it would be GG for him. Like, he'd be totally done. Like, so you can just immediately just use some logic and know that's not fucking true. So anyway, yeah, that definitely overreaction. Yeah, I think so. Is it a permaban? It is not a permaban. Mockery and hate speech are not the same thing. Mockery and hate speech. Well, what if you mock people by using hate speech? See, again, you're trying to draw...
What if you mock people by using hate speech? Which is what Destiny was doing? What now? What? I gotta hear that again.
Fucking true. So anyway, yeah, that definitely overreaction. Yeah, I think so. Is it a permaban? It is not a permaban. Mockery and hate speech are not the same thing. Mockery and hate speech. Well, what if you mock people by using hate speech? See, again, you're trying...
So, if someone is using hate speech, by definition, you're not you can't be mocking them. This is Osmond and his lack of experience in the world. Hate speech is any form of expression through which speakers intend to vilify, humiliate, or incite hatred against a group or a class of persons on basis of race, religion, skin color, sexual identity, gender identity, ethnicity, disability, or national origin. There is not one fucking thing about fucking parody, about fucking mockery in that. How the fuck are you gonna mock someone with hate speech when the intention is hate? And it's so funny to see Osmond. Let's again. This is what I'm thinking with Osmond. He's like, he just caters. Again. What is this? Like, he says it.
Yeah, that definitely overreaction. Yeah, I think so. Is it a permaban? It is not a permaban. Mockery and hate speech are not the same thing. Mockery and hate speech. Well, what if you mock people by using hate speech? See, again, you're trying to draw these distinctions in order to muddy the waters, in order to make your point of view seem more reasonable. It's really not. You mock people mock minorities all the time. That functions as hate speech.
That functions as hate speech? Not by the definition of hate speech, buddy. Anyone that says they're joking and they're mentioning hate speech in this way, they're not joking. They lied to you, Osmond. Yeah, goof.
This is just, it's completely circular argument. I'm not going to.
By the way, a lot of the shit I say about Osmond